In the other Class AA semifinal in the Metrodome, Eden Prairie, a team that is thought by many to have the best defense in the metro area, perhaps statewide. They came in undefeated against an Alexandria team that was hoping to make a similar run to what we saw back in 1994 when they reached the Prep Bowl final, only to lose to Anoka. These two met a night later with the winner to faceplane, a man rumored to have just about every head coaching job in the metro area, Mike Grant. For now, he's just the Eden Prairie head coach. And on the very first play for the Eagles, Matt Clark goes right up the middle, 65 yards for a touchdown, and Eden Prairie is off to a 7-0 lead. Alexandria would have trouble all night running the football against the Eagles. Ryan Nodlin, their big play back, is stopped in the backfield for no gain. And the Eagles getting it done on the special teams as well. After holding Alexandria to a 3-and-out, Pat Newsman on the run back dances his way for 18 yards and a first down at the Alexandria 32-yard line. 3 plays later, they're at the 24. And it's Grant Sense off the left side for the touchdown. Eden Prairie at this point has run 4 offensive plays, and they lead the game 14-0. Perhaps Mike Grant can breathe a little easier on the sideline. But Alexandria looks like they get a break here, but it is ruled an interception and a fumble, so Eden Prairie takes over deep in Alexandria territory. Alexandria with the ball again, holster to the air, and this time it's intercepted by Ryan Iverson, who takes it back 18 yards. Eden Prairie takes over at the Alexandria 29-yard line, and on 4th down, Iverson, a defensive back in at split end, takes in the 29-yard pass from Ricky Fritz. 21-0 Eden Prairie at halftime. Second half, the Eagles. Talked about Blaine getting back to the basics. So do the Eagles. Clark up the middle for 11. And then the reverse to Krompotich. He goes for 25 yards to the Alexandria 38-yard line. They're at the Cardinal 26 when it's Clark again up the middle. 17 yards and a 1st and goal at the Alex 9-yard line. 4th and goal from the 1. We talked about Iverson coming in from the defensive side to offense. Here's big-time linebacker Travis O'Neill banging in from 1 yard out. 28-0 Eden Prairie. The Eagles dominate this one from the start. They're on their way to the Prep Bowl. They win it by a final score of 35-0 to improve to 13-0. Clark, a part of the offensive show as he rushes for 130 yards. Grant Sense, 106. In all, the Eagles rolled to over 350 yards of rushing, 410 yards total offense. They're in the Prep Bowl for the first time ever.